Hey, Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Quick scroll, one tap, ka mau, kua uru mai koe.
Hey, tēnā koe.
Tō mātou reo.
Kia au te MāORI, te MāORI, kia au.
Tō mātou puku hohe.
So a lot of eggplant emojis there, my
Tō
friend.
mātou tirohanga. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download MāORI Plus on your devices.
Ai ngā mana e ngā reo rauranga tira mā tēnā tūtou katoa. Nau mai piki mai, nau mai kake mai ki tēnei o ngā tukinga o te raunga tuarua. Ki tēnei o ngā tūmama whakataitai e kianga ko te CNI ara te Central North Island Futuporo Uniana kura tuarua mai te puku o te ika Māui. Ko ngā kapa kai mua i te aroaro i tēnei ahi ara ko Francis Douglas Memorial College. E whai wāhi atu ana ki a Hato Hone, St. John's College, roto mai i a Waikato. Ko reira, te kāhui maunga, pakanga atu ana ki te kāhui ariki. We have Taranaki up against the Waikato, two proud schools here of Francis Douglas Memorial College. A tough season last year. St. John's College of Hamilton. This is the Central North Island rugby union competition at its finest here at New Plymouth. Very shortly we'll be looking at the two teams. Tuatahi ake ka te tiro ki te kapa no te hau kāinga nei ara o Francis Douglas Memorial. Anei ngā kaitākaro e hoa mā, tuatahi ake e tikana kia mihia. Ara, ngā kaiako o te kapa ara. Leo Crowley, ko Thomas Kellen. Thanks to the team of the management team, coaching staff, and those that volunteer to help develop our young lads. To the lineup we go. Propping this afternoon is Deegan and Oliver Wheatley. In our locks we have Oliver Crawford and Jax Wolves. Our flankers are Gerardy Whitling and Cohen Morati. Kei te hiku o te nonoke, nama waru tātou mā, kona tenu Isaiah. Fly half, half e pēke, Kairau, Lincoln Taylor, topatahi, first receiver, first 5'8", is Jack Malone. On the wings we have Luca Fergus and Matthew Goonan. In our centres we have PJ Whanganui, Kartli, Herlihi, Kei te hiku, o ngā pau muri, ki Furupeke, ko Tim Corrigan. On the bench we have Val, Paris, Ida, Willis, Scott and Watson. Welcome once again, e hoa mā to New Plymouth, where the Francis Douglas Memorial College are taking on St. John's of Hamilton. As we prepare ourselves to get underway, looking for a 12 o'clock kickoff. Ara ka whai wāhi atu tātou i nei nena. Ki te kapa o St. John's, roto mai a Kirikiri roa. St. John's, coached by Dean Winiata. Fullback.
Well, what I reckon.
The Teru Leilua. On our wings we have William Haid and Remy Karona. Levi Mulder, Ollie Penfold in the centres. Prop forwards are Jesse Boyton and Nathan Rogers. Locks are Rawiri and Fihaki. To the back we have Zaid Nia Eagles and our number 9 is Riley Eagles. And also fly half 10 Koutu Mauia. Kati ake e hoa mā, nau mai anō ki tēnei tukinga I wainga I a FDMC up against SJC St. John's College of Hamilton. It's a pleasure to bring you coverage here on MāORI Plus. Whakata Māori, thank you to those sponsors, those that are helping out as well. Those about to get out of the changing.
Sorry, what was that, mate?
Welcome on to today's Central North Island matchup. Tātou mā.
Why?
Central North Island Secondary School Rugby Showdown.
That way or that
Here
way?
at New Plymouth, Matamata. Got a great matchup today. Francis Douglas Memorial College taking on St John's College of Hamilton. Two proud schools with strong traditions. Passionate supporters and plenty of talent. On display as our cameraman's just getting sorted. We'll be back with you very shortly
How's that looking?
once our teams start coming out. As they make their way on their field now.
Strong boy.
This is St John's College of Hamilton. Moi her husband tēnei tātou mā. Moi her husband e mihi nei. Proud advocate for youth sport, whakataki sport. Collegiate, Baileys, Anchor, Celtics. Tāhui tautoko o tēnei tirohanga. Comes the home side out in the red strip. Francis Douglas Memorial College. Proud district, strong rugby. Rohe, New Plymouth Taranaki. Going for a physical four-pack in the direct running game. Mihi ana kia rātou, te haukanga, Francis Douglas Memorial College. E manaki ana I te kaupapa I tēnei ahi ahi. Captain's come and lay their pōtai. E whakamihi ana, e whakamānau ana, mānawa ana, I te hoariri. E rite ana, I te haka. Ora, te kāhui maunga. Kāhui ariki, taranaki, up against Waikato. Anā kua ea te wahanga ki ngā mahi a kui mā, a koro mā. Takoto te mānuka. Orongo hoki i te haka a tāne rore. Tēnā koutou kia ora mai no tātou. Thanks to both teams repping te rohe, te kaupapa, the MΑORI of the Central North Island competition is certainly underway and felt. Te kura o Te Atawhai, tērā, a Francis Douglas Memorial College. Whani papita hoki e ngururu rā. He piko he taniwha, Waikato tani wharau. St. John's and Hamilton, nei rā te mihi kia koutou. Once again, tātou welcome to round 2 of the CNI Central North Island competition. No game for the boys in red last week. However, expect to see some solid set piece from the boys in red. Tactical kicking. Hard defence around the ruck. We're underway here. With a kick taken on the 22. St. John's in the blue and yellow. Nudge off the left foot. Bumble backwards as the ref clarifies also. The tidy up work is Tim Corrigan. Taylor to Lawn. Going backwards here are the boys from FDMC. Looking for a clearance kick. You can certainly hear the wind here in New Plymouth as the back three of St. John's look to work some magic with a wraparound play. Luteru Leilua, William Haid and Remy Corona, the tupato a tātou mā, kia rātou. St. John's short side play on the toe. Stays in for a moment then, just bounces out. Good start from both teams, just finding their feet here. The New Plymouth Taranaki region up against the Waikato Rugby Heartland. Excited to see the skillful backs of St. John's work their magic. Nice set piece from the line out there. Lifted, but not beyond the horizontal. Long ball from right to left. Put on the toe once again, but we'll come back for the advantage. Was above the horizontal. Certainly strong rugby pedigree. This Waikato influence. Great rugby IQ and rugby mindset. Tēnei kura. Decent clearance there by go-to MΑORI. MAORI. Up we go. Snowden comes down and forms a maul with the boys. Digging, pushing, pumping. As the maul collapses and the ref signals an advantage. Ball goes back. Remy Corona tēnei. Kahatana tākoro I te rawiki. Showing and going. Big man. Coming back to the defence. MΑORI. J. Morris MAORI. Tahi te piki wharako ia. First real opportunity for the St. John's College School of Hamilton to take over the scoreboard. Good counter. More keeping the ball intact as the halfbacks standing by. And we're on the line. And we're in there. Mo tātātou piro tuatahi. Taku tirohanga tātou māko Liam. Caton Tera. Coming on the 4th minute. Kick injuries will be difficult this afternoon. The 7 style of put it on the toe, kareheti, i te hake, te pōpoi. Kia ora, welcome once again to the CNI Secondary Rugby Showdown. Also match up against New Plymouth Francis Douglas Memorial College taking on St John's College of Hamilton. Two proud schools here. Outstanding rugby for the first try for SJC. Nice little short tip and an offload. Cut back on the inside. Bit of a roll on as the boys in blue and gold. Pass goes to the ground there. Tohunga tepe. Awhi peke. E tau tīrai raka ana. The try scorer with his bumpers up.
Very strong, boy. Strong.
MΑORI. Ball with one hand. Staying strong and steady. Long ball to the right hand flank. Let's see what this guy's got. Two defenders on him. Trying to get him down. Still going. Worked out well there for the hometown. Two proud Catholic boys' schools, deep rugby traditions on display here in round 2 of the CNI comp. Brotherhood, faith and hearty rugby certainly at the forefront of today's clash. Katau te nonoke I nāne, nonoke, scrum. Huge battle here between the two full packs. This is where it could be decided to tātou mā. Scrum dominance. Who has the edge over the other? I suppose whoever wins the collision, the scrums and the breakdowns, certainly go a long way to take out this match. Free kick, FDMC, Leteru Isaiah. Couple of backdoor plays there. Nice line speed from St John's. As we cleared and bridged nicely in the ruck. Topatahi decides to find some space. It's Jack Lawn. Ngari ka hoki mai anō ki te hāmene, ki te hunga e tūhapa ana. Offside play there. Look to kick to the corners. Rinse and repeat the try. The opposition managed to fulfill. So also see if the forward pack of FDMC has line out accuracy. Nobody was awake there to the short set piece. Just didn't come to fruition off the left boot. Lawn. Stumbling. Gets back to his feet to go again. Handy to have a left foot. That was PJ Whanganui that time. Passed off the ground, I thought, which was okay. Going backwards. Line out on the 22 to FDMC. Founded in 1959. New Plymouth and Taranaki as Francis Douglas Memorial College. Named after New Plymouth priest and the World War II chaplain who was unfortunately killed in action in 1943. Matthew Coonan centering play. Show and go by Tim Corrigan. One out stuff, crabbing across the line. Whanganui. Materu, little backdoor pop pass. Up the track goes Deegan Ullenberg. Early errors. Just causing some problems here for the hometown. The motto is to be faithful, and so we'll hear that theme throughout FDMC sport. Big mihi to the rural heartland of Taranaki rugby. The values you possess, mihi ana. St John's opting to kick on the toe. Third time this afternoon. Faith and labour, the motto, no tēnei kura, te tihi o ngā tino. Pā harakeke. Very much a Waikato rugby powerhouse is St John's College. You boys have opportunities to go into the Waikato Secondary Schools or the representative rugby and super rugby systems. As the ball's like a bar of soap. Leteru. Beautiful spot tackle. However, e tū hapa ana. Classic Taranaki versus Waikato matchup here, tātou mā. Hard work, defence and pride in the jersey. The line out goes up again. As the penalty count starts creeping up. Let's see if the line out can be completed successfully. Taken in there by Oliver Crawford. Not needed. Go to MΑORI. Turnover there. Deegans with the pill. We're looking to spread. Frustrating. Koa Morati. Kare kore pukuriri ana te kaiako. Last week's results, tātou mā. St Peter's College of Cambridge took out Wesley College 20-12. St John's College of Hamilton got 34 points on Whanganui Collegiate. Lindisfarne went down to St Paul's Collegiate 20-24. Matamata pumped St John's of Hastings 46-7. Today's there's clashes between Whanganui and St Peter's, Lindisfarne and Whanganui, St Paul's and St Peter's. Excuse me. Still to come. Made the 9th here. St John's getting the rub of the green at the moment. Sorry, just a reminder of today's clashes. That was Lindisfarne up against Wesley. St John's of Hastings up against FAHS. St Paul's up against Matamata. And here at Francis Douglas Memorial College, we've got St John's of Hamilton against the home side. Finals looking to take place at the Owen Delaney Park in Taupo on the 8th of August. So put that in your calendars. The St Peter's Schools of Cambridge sit number 1 on the table last year. Feilding finished number 2. Lindisfarne was 3rd. Wesley was 4th. St Paul's were 5th. St John's last year were 6th. Whanganui 7th, Francis Douglas 8th, finished 8th last year, 8 games and 2 wins. Beautiful tackle, driven back, slammed on his backside. Really felt that one was Lizelle Devanga. Very physical encounter here. Ki mai anō. Ki te hāmene. Well, welcome once again, tātou mā ki tēnei whiringa. Whakataitai. Me ki ana ko te CNI First 15 Rugby competition. Established back in 2012. Consisted of only 7 schools I taua taima. Nā wai ka tupu, mato. Te kau katoa ngā kapa ka whai wāhi mai ki tēnei whakataitai. St John's with the pill. The aim of the comp is to provide first 15 teams from the 10 schools with the consistently high standard of challenging rugby fixtures, and this is certainly no different. Up the middle goes Lateru. Excuse me, that was PJ Whangali being a standout for me this first half. 15 minutes to play. Showing and going. Quick and go. Coming in from the side. Points on offer. However, hungry for their first try. The boys in red. Set tap piece here. Looking to shift wide. The big boys just play decoy. Leteru. Isaiah, ball rolls out, picks up an attacking player in the red. 13 by himself in Kara. Good work there from the hometown. Ball's there. Quickly cycles. And we're in. Well deserving of the first piro is Leteru Isaiah. Coming in on the 23rd minute. We had a try from Leon Caton in the first 4 minutes. The St John's College of Hamilton. And the try from Leteru, the number 8 from FDMC in the 23rd minute, as the kick is unsuccessful. Leteru, certainly one to keep an eye on. Leteru Isaiah. Out of the Taranaki under 16 New Zealand Secondary School pathways. Favourite players, Joseph Swali'i. Interested in studying post-kura as well. Kati, nau mai anō e hoa. Koutou e mātaki mai nei te kāinga. Welcome to coverage of the CNI Rugby Comp. Here streamed on Whakata Māori. Penalty to the hometown. As the clock ticks over of the clock, I might add, just 10 to go in this first half. We're playing 35-minute first halves, 35-minute halves, excuse me, and just over 10 on the first. Ball goes backwards. Thank you to those that have streamed in on MāORI Plus. Those parents that couldn't make the trip from Hamilton. Certainly tuned in online to support the Tai Tamatane. And while we've got a little moment in play, I'd just like to mihi. Te o lao māreikura, o lao wahine toa, o lao mana wahine. Moa popo, te rā whakanui I ngā māma. Happy Mother's Day. Te o lao great mums out there. And the women in our lives, we take our hats off. Lawn puts it up to the heavens, finds the floor. Strong carry in response. Luteru leilua tera. We've got a leteru and a luteru. Okay, ngā kapa I tēnei ahi. Backdoor switch. Rawari finds himself in a bit of space with his big mitt. As it's put on the toe once again. It's Remy Corona. As they look to go quick. Mahi Mahunga Tera. PJ with the duties at half. Just a bit too keen, the boys from XDMC. As the scrum sets, it's in the field. The ball's out. Passed just behind the desired spot. Koutu as well. And a tip on. Holding the ball in one hand. Stretching. Gets chopped down there. That's Monu Fihaki. Wide we go. Into the front row of the grandstand. It was on though. Quinn Snowden was down for another 5-pointer. And what a gift from the heavens. Overthrow from FDMC. Lands in the midst. Just before half time. I feel that was Nathan Rogers. Forgive me if I'm incorrect there. We're just working off a one-camera shoot with no replays. 30th minute. Remy with the kicking duties off the left boot. Tatania, Ngarikari Yawa. Ai, ko rā ngā tohu mai te taha o te whira e meana. A rua miniti e toiana. They've been doing that all day, St John's. Putting pressure on our fullback, Corrigan. Turns over. Quinn Snowden down the sideline here. He's made it his own for sure. Out the back. From coast to coast. Steps back on the inside, flicks to the outside. Expansive footy here. Off the left boot and PJ Whanganui. Not long till we hear the whistle signalling the end of the first half, and koira te tangi o te pūtatara. Kāti tātou mā. That brings us to the end of the first half here in New Plymouth, where St John's College of the proud Rohe of Waikato lead 10 points to 5. We'll be back with you very shortly. Don't go too far. Hei ako akane.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
That is tough. Kei aku nui, kei aku rahi, anei rā, a haka feels.
Ours is make sure that everyone knows who we are.
Te whāinga matua, kia rangatira tutu, kia Whanganui tutu.
Me, my brother's like, stop.
I want to win. I want to win.
Let's go! Anei a haka feels, te mihi atu nei.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through tough times. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Quick scroll, one tap, ka mau, kua uru mai koe.
Hey, ata koe.
Tō mātou reo.
Kia au te MΑORI, kia au.
Tō mātou puku hohe.
A lot of eggplant emojis there, my
Tō mātou tirohanga. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download MΑORI Plus on your devices.
I've been waiting for the right time. I'm just fine, and I'm finding the greener grass a little song. It is yours, it is mine.
It's time for action. We are working to reduce the impacts of climate change, side by side with nature, with each other. Through research, investment, and practical innovation. Because nature is not a resource, it's a collaborator. Nativa, leading with nature.
Hoki mai e te iwi ki tēnei tukinga. I waenga i te kāhui maunga, ki te kāhui ariki, ara, taranaki, kia Waikato, ara, FDMC. Francis Douglas Memorial College up against St John's College of New Plymouth and of Hamilton. It's been an outstanding first half, that's for sure. Very physical, I might add. The four battle has been fierce. Kati territory has played a huge role. However, it is still anyone's game with just 5 points differential here. Who wants it more? The boys in the red or the boys in the blue? Every tackle counts. Every carry matters here at the CNI Central North Island First 15 Secondary Schools Rugby competition. In the early stages of this season, first game for FDMC. Besides some of the pre-season games, this is them in red. Thanks once again to those that are behind the scenes, Te Hāpai-o, Ngāri Ngā Manaki, Ngā Kaiako, Ngā Kaitautoko, our coaching staff, our managers, our physios, our teachers, the boards, principals, senior leaders, mums and dads for sure. Heartland schoolboy rugby at its finest. Important that both teams just be patient and build some phases. Some of the messages shared as the wind rattles the cage. Good start from the hometown. Secondary school rugby, certainly a huge component of secondary schooling, I suppose, with the brotherhoods, the friendships, the passion, the commitment towards being at this elite level of first 15 rugby. Some early morning starts, and some late nights following a whole day of education. No doubt these boys will be ripping into their internal and external assessments, looking to prepare what they may transition into, either tertiary or trades, and certainly a pathway for football opportunities as well. PJ being very dangerous in this first half, none more so than Leteru. Liam Willis as a Lincoln Taylor pass bobbles, and Kotu finds the pocket. Good carry there. And the number 6, Xavier Eagles did up. Whangali, Titaha MΑORI. Rolling. The boys in the Poraka Whenua as our little halfback picks up and dumps, which is pretty harsh here. Riley Eagles. Kaue o Makiaya. Riley and Xavier tuakana teina. Proud participants of the St John's Hamilton kaupapa. Kahui, as the ball is thrown in by Liam Willis. Better back to Lincoln Taylor. Taylor finds a hard running Isaiah. Switch and play to the left-hand flank. We go with Lucas Fergus. Fergus cuts back on the inside. Jinks back on the outside and places the ball. Jay Morris Lawari playing up in the ruck. Kora te whakapapa o te hamene. Looking to kick to the corner to lock things up here. As the rain starts to drizzle here in New Plymouth. Ngā motu. Te roa. I te kō pata o te ua. And we in there. Piro anō ki te haukainga FDMC. Te nama tahi tāku e matapai nei. Koi kia tera. A Deegan Ollenberg. In the 5th minute, Deegan Ollenberg we're locked up 10 apiece. Kicking duties from the number 10 himself. This is Jack Lawn. Thought he shanked it a little bit but brought it back in. Twelve plays 10. FDMC lead for the first time. With their tails up at the moment as the hometown, as the drizzle starts and stops, comes and goes. Ball's held up. Has it been killed? Off the side of the boot. Go to taking him on. And knocked on. Hei tā te referee. Aki te taha. Come out with a whole different attitude of the boys from FDMC. Discipline is huge at this level. Don't want to give away easy territory. Obviously FDMC playing the percentages game. Territory. However, PJ just gets caught out there. Pangali being a standout. Just like to mihi to the bench that will be making their way onto the field at some stage of the game. Welcome once again to the First 15 Rugby CNI competition. Proud sponsors, Celtics, Nativa, Anchor. As the St John's boys look to respond. They'll get the ball back as well. Caton, the first try scorer of the game, feeds the ball through the line out as it goes to ground and bobbles. Frustrating as the ball is quite wet. Ball security paramount for these two teams. Certainly see the passion and the pride in the jersey here today. Rugby means everything to these young men. Feilding High School champs last year. The year before was this squad in itself, or the tuakana that imprisoned at the Kura. It was St John's champions of CNI in 2024. Francis Douglas Memorial College here in the red. Showing and going and flicking. Great work there. As we see Ngā Waiwai Parahuti Huti or FDMC down the sideline. There's Luca Fergus. And we could see a card here. Kicking the ball away. And a word from the referee to the culprit. Teru leilua, tira. Just a warning. Part of the De La Salle Brothers Religious Order. So 800 lads here from year 7 to 13. Unfortunate. Up against St John's College of Hamilton, tātou mā. Waikato-based long marriage tradition. Two Catholic schools at it. $13 gone here in the second half, as St John's look to run their way out of the danger zone. Certainly a sign of confidence. Kotu clearing the ball downtown. Does a great job. Beautiful camera angle there and a great throw in. Straight as. Checking things there. Up by 2. Charging up the middle is Colin Morati. That's 2 in a row from FDMC. Frustrating. As the time stops here, referee just wants to have the answer to both captains. Warning them, don't want to send anyone to the bin. Really impressed with this young referee. He's handled the game really well. It's been played in good sport. St John's, first time they've been down in the game. Led 10 points to 5 in the first half. Numbers, but looking to bump over rather than tip. Wrong option. Certainly the wrong option as it lands on the rafters of the grandstand. Wish he could have that back. It's the halfback of the St John's squad and Riley Eagles. Certainly had a great game so far. Last week it was hot as well. FDMC, or Run DMC. Mahi mahunga tērā te whana, tawhiti I te pauro. With a game of force back on our hands. As they say, kicks only as good as its chase. Ruteru Leilua doing a great job here. Jacks Wolves runs into one. Awesome gather there by Carter. Hurley finds his mate of Ben Willis. 19's on the paddock. $12 points to 10 here. Francis Douglas Memorial College lead St John's College. We've got a bit of an injury here, as we'll take a short break and be back with you very shortly. Welcome back, e wama, ki tēnei tukinga e ki ana ko te CNI Central North Island. Whiringa whakataitai. Ko te tukinga e haere ake nei tātou mā ko FDMC Francis Douglas Memorial College up against SJC St John's College. We've got the Kāhui Maunga taking on the Kāhui Ariki Taranaki up against Waikato, two proud Catholic schools here in battle. With only 2 points the difference here in the second half. On the toe, Kotu clears. As the fullback gets sniped and falls with the ball. Kicks to his feet. As penalties are building. Troy Irks and Ben Willis on the paddock. Decent territory now for the hometown. It's been an awesome clash here. Thanks to those that have tuned in on our YouTube channel here at Māori Plus, Whakaata Māori, Māori Active, and also to the mums and dads, brothers and sisters, family and friends that have gone out to FDMC's college this afternoon. Ball bobbles forward, referees paying advantage. The St John's College team looking just to regroup here and clear the ball out. Box kicks being set up by Eagles. Corrigan regrouped well as FDMC. However, there's certainly some examples of counter-rucking. Riley Eagles, always in there. Lincoln Taylor technique. Bit of a stab kick. Awesome display of hands there. Zawadi sent to the bin. Jay Morris, Zawadi, certainly an imposing figure. Not out for the coach killer. Left boot, downtown, inside his 22. Regrouped well. Little chip chase.
Play on. Get up, go. Go on, St. George.
Spread nicely. In these conditions, turn back on the inside. Picked up. Advantage played, flick back. Backing up nicely are the forwards. From one to the other. Hot ball out the back, certainly offside. Has played on an advantage. And the ref puts their hands up. FDMC climb on the pill. Play to the whistle. Cohen Morati there with the 5-pointer. Playing to the whistle. Certainly referee had his arm out for the advantage. One of the defenders shot out of the line. Sacked. One of the Francis Douglas boys. However, referee thought, hey, let's continue. And Colin Morati, the 23rd minute of the second half, stretches the lead. Be a huge upset if the boys in red managed to go all the way. Big Mihi once again to anchor Caltex. Koutou Te Kahui, Kaitautoko, Apollo Projects, Anohoki. As the Nonoke scrum gets set. PJ on the toe. And on the toe again. And on the toe again, Ole. And who else? The PJ Whangali. Also has to thank Luca Fergus for his soccer skills. Like that of Leonel. That's number 12, PJ Whanganui. The 25th minute of the second half. 24 plays 10. Kick to come. Ke le mete PJ Whanganui. Been involved with the Taranaki 16s. Favourite players, Quinn Tupaya. Kick's good, that's 26-10. Born in Aussie, Melbourne. Passionate about PE and health. Been in the first for 3 years now. This is Ke le mete PJ Whanganui. Bit of an ask for the boys from Waikato Heartland travel to New Plymouth. Team that has certainly shown up today. Great start to their CNI campaign for 2026. It's the business end of the game now. Certainly been a physical second half. Fergus turns it back on the inside to 19. Turns it back one more time. Can he get that next pass? No, he's defended really well there. Ben Willis has been on. Play on, ball went backwards. Decides to go himself. This is Jack Law. Up the middle, Oliver Crawford crawling his way metre by metre. How can St John's stop this onslaught in the back end of the second half here as the hometown looks to put more icing on the kiki? Kotu pushes up and leaves the ball behind. Here we go again. Short ball play picked up there. This is the captain. PJ tips on to his buddy that's just got on the field, and we're in again. FEMC. And the place to be is Sam Watson. Sam Watson for the 5th try. Leteru Isaiah onto PJ Whanganui. Ngali turning the ball back on the inside to Sam Watson, who's just come on the field. Picks up a 5-pointer. kick it straight. And that's all she wrote as FDMC with a 26-point difference up against St John's College of Waikato. Tātou mā, this is an indication of the quality of the football here ahead of us for the 2026 CNI Secondary Schools Rugby competition. Moi, her husband here, signing out from New Plymouth here on Māori Plus, bringing you coverage of rangatahi sport. Hei te rawiki tātou mā, tūtaki anō ai. Hei te hu, hei te ringa, kāti, tēnā tātou katoa.